Okay.
So I tried to just leave the inn because I was like, obviously, last time I was here, I just had to walk out the door and then we'd start on the next part of our mission.
Why did it
But
point you towards the
this
stairs?
this time I had to go talk to another guy in order to find out the next BFF I should find.
Ah,
Good
you're
evening,
making a
gentlemen.
posse?
Yep,
Charming.
told
What a
you,
piece
the
of
New
charming
World
behavior.
Order BFF crew.
Yes. You need to make your table back in England. Except with new guys that are cooler than those stupid losers.
These
How
guys,
fares the search?
everyone at this table, I would think could be an assassin or a Templar. They're all
What do you look for
suave,
contact?
kind of debonair, a little bit of an asshole,
Yeah.
and they abuse the wenches. No one in that English drawing room would have abused the wench.
I know. They're so lame back there. That's why I left England. That's what Hatham's thinking right now.
Do you know where they're being held?
It was just kind of a convenience that he had to get away from CSI
He's a
England.
bounder and a fixer.
Yeah.
He's also on your list. And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
That guy looks really creepy when he smiles.
Yup. And now we get to walk down the stairs
Yay!
with our run disabled.
Uh, is it just Hatham being respectful to the proprietor of this place, or is it just really shitty game design?
Like, it's realistic in that you're not going to be running around like a tard indoors. But at the same time, I don't know why they don't just jump you right here to this scene, considering the only thing else to do in there is, like, have some dialogue moments with the other characters, or do one of the random, pointless, hey, let's gamble for money games. And so, I mean, the dialogue is important, but you could do that in a better way than forcing me to walk out of the house every time.
Charles.
How tempting is it for you to skip
Sir?
these cutscenes?
Exquisitely, but for the most part, they have some nuggets in them.
Uh,
Like Charles Lieb just badass moding the front door and Hatham being taken aback.
What do we do?
Also,
Hatham
if it-
was cooler than that.
Yep. If it wasn't for these cutscenes, I would probably forget everything that happened plot-wise.
Hatham, what the hell?
Come.
That was classic
I'll show you
artwork.
how.
That was worth more than you are.
Not anymore, punk.
I think they're trying to reenact Face Off. Hatham wants that guy's face. Oh, small child. Pushed him over.
Small Indian child at that.
No people.
Oh, it's trying to be covert.
Oh. Get to be stealthy in the circle or whatever?
Yep. Oh, and I wagged the camera because it literally locked me right there.
Venting your frustration?
Mm-hmm. And it's not until they actually start kind of detecting me that I get control back.
Oh.
So it can tell me to hide between civilians. You know, that thing we've been doing in every single game and in no way needed to be mandated like that.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna pick up this game without playing any of the other 17 that they made. Like all
Well,
7 of those 2s.
You know, they do have a valid point there, because some people hate Constantinople history and the Renaissance, but love American colonization history.
Yeah. I mean, like, I hate Constantinople, which is why I should never have played
Start
Assassin's Creed.
questioning those in the street.
I personally love the Renaissance, which is why I absolutely adored everything Ezio, but
All 3 games of them.
no, man, I don't love it that much. Just the first one.
Good, because the second 2 are terrible.
Hey, do you want a little grapple claw so you can jump an extra foot and a half?
It's a hook and a blade and another button you have to hold down while running.
Yes, this'll be perfect. And I hadn't fulfilled my daily quota of murder, so I got in a street fight with some thugs.
Falcon knee that guy?
Yep, he just died.
Poor red coats with their brittle bone disease.
You know, I think the Redcoats aren't really even a political affiliation so much as a warning that if you touch me, my bones will shatter.
Just trying to scale that, just completely and totally smooth surface.
I really wish this was, you know, the second half of Assassin's Creed 2, where I had the monkey jump and it could actually do that. How about that for a throwback?
I don't even remember.
Every time I scale a church, I think of how annoying getting the monkey jump was.
I don't even want to talk about that game. I had fun with that game up until, like, the last 10%.
The last 10% was, let's go fuck the Vatican. Get out of here, bird. This is my post.
Yeah, but that's when the plot got really stupid.
It's when they started doing the future plot again, which, you know, is understandable.
It's the worst part of the game.
I hated the constant, like, I'm gonna kill the guy who's the Pope now. I'm not gonna kill the guy who's the Pope now. I'm gonna let him live, but I want to kill him. It would just make up your mind and give me some motivation to do what I'm doing. Scoping out the area.
And you just drunkenly stupors out of that stupid haven.
I considered killing those two guys.
I have a feeling you did. Oh, YOLO.
This is the best eavesdropping. One thing I do remember from my first playthrough is how annoying one of the later eavesdropping is, where you have to eavesdrop on George Washington.
Good call, that.
You remember that.
I remember you complaining about that. I remember how amazing it was.
It was hard, and they didn't tell you it was George Washington until after you killed him because you got annoyed. Not my fault.
You don't really have the patience for video games, do you?
You know, the more I play video games...
What?
I'm petting the cow. Hatham didn't murder domesticated animals, but he sure as hell loved them.
Oh, hey, the Negro. Or is that an Indian? I don't remember.
Why can't it be both?
Okay. Ah, YOLO! Totally stealthy.
No one noticed anything. And then they caught on. They caught on because I wasn't sitting properly.
That's not how benches work. Kill him!
It's like they're talking about secret shit in the middle of a courtyard, and some guy doesn't sit down right, so you're gonna kill him?
I mean, that's what I do.
Every day in the park, man.
Yeah?
It's a good thing I don't live in New York City, or Central Park would be a fucking bloodbath.
Kind of is.
Well, I hear stories.
Okay.
Stealthy. Hide behind this fucking tree.
So you're practically invisible. I mean, blue goes so well with bark.
Yeah, and my hat doubly blends in.
Yeah.
There was some blood, though. So I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on. Where were they taking him? Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
So you're just eavesdropping all over the place for... I don't... What's happening?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
So this guy got, you know, forcibly removed from his home, but everyone in the town thinks that he was just, like, really drunk and hit himself in the face a few times, which is why he was all bloody.
Yeah.
And so you're, like, eavesdropping around to try and find out someone who knows something about just, like, where he went.
Yeah.
And so now we found out that he went towards the hill.
Okay. And for some reason, everyone in the town knows this, but you.
These are his neighbors. I don't know how I found them or realized that they were his neighbors, aside from the fact that they've got the little orange circle.
Well, Hatham's a mind reader. He just can't read much.
I keep forgetting that the reason Desmond is so spectacular is because all of his ancestors were wizards.
Yep.
In addition to being assassins.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Assassin wizards.
That'd be pretty baller.
They could conjure the darkness that they hide in.
Yeah.
See, Charles? We'll have
And
the church
then-
in no time.
Then
Charles
just appears out of nowhere.
If,
Is he in
knows
charge
where to find you.
of our days and our nights?
When you're raised in the manner that I was.
What?
Never watched all the MTV.
Perception is fundamental to
I hate you.
Oh, MTV.
It guides the feet when running.
And so this is something that you run into infrequently when you have helpers, is that helpers have like a weird coding for what they're allowed to do or not.
Yeah.
So like Charles Lee doesn't know how to do the cool jumps onto platforms that you do.
Oh, that's why he climbed that other building and then just immediately jumped off?
Careful.
Yeah.
The place is well guarded.
And then like later on, you hang out with the Indian lady who becomes Connor's mother,
Yeah.
and there's a similar kind of interaction where she'll run up trees, but you can't do that, so you have to kind of like deal with it. And this is it again, in that he doesn't know how to hide in a bush.
Oh.
So he's like, where the fuck did you go, man? Go right here.
Ah! Stop doing that. Oh, where'd you go?
He's mystified.
I think you found a new favorite thing to do.
You're starting to get suspicious of me. I've ended that.
Ethan was not
That was
like
really
he's not efficient at murdering. Oh,
That was
wow.
really- Yeah, because
That's a lot
this
of
is we're supposed to stealth through the whole area, but at the point that he didn't know how to hide in a bush, I was like, fuck it, everyone here needs to die to help Dainty Face over there.
He's not even helping you fight.
That's the thing. I left him on stay here mode, which means he's gonna sit there the whole time. And I was really mystified about that the whole time I was doing this combat sequence.
I'm still amazed at what Hazen did to those men.
And here's another problem you kind of run into, because you control followers with the E button, but if you pick up someone's gun, then, you know, the E button goes towards reloading and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I can't pick up the weapon on the floor because I keep telling him to, like, stay here or come with me.
So no one's even running from, like, you just murdered like 17 dudes by yourself, and everyone's like still going about their daily lives.
Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is because the not the anonymity system, but the you know, your wanted, your notoriety level.
Yeah.
That hasn't been introduced yet,
Oh.
so no one remembers my face.
Okay then.
So I'm using it to just murder with impunity.
So that guy just watched you just like jump onto his friend and then slowly pull out your hand knife thing and stab him in the face. He had like 6 seconds to stop that. But now he's like, I'm gonna wait and see how this plays out.
It might be totally innocent.
You didn't even have to kill those guys. You could have gotten the...
Locked.
Oh no, the door is locked. What will I do?
I'll have to find the key.
more carts full of gunpowder.
No, I have a better idea. Since this is a stealth mission still, I'll just steal it from someone.
Oh. Those guys that totally didn't notice all that gunfire and screaming.
So here's what I don't understand is that, you know, I have to pickpocket this guy at the end of the pier,
Yeah.
and I silent kill this guy, and he just rolls into the water, and suddenly the guy at the end of the pier notices me.
He gets the splash. He knows his
How is-
friend can't swim.
How was I supposed to sneak past this guy? I don't know.
So that was supposed to be the stealing tutorial, but like it's impossible to steal without murdering everyone.
It was supposed to be the stealing one, but I got bored with trying to learn how to steal for the
Okay.
second time. Later on, I'm sure I'll end up doing this.
We are there.
I'll just walk through crowds and steal money from people.
Oh.
And then people get, like, and this is a trick that I do, is that people will be like, oh my god, that guy is stealing from us. What the fuck?
Why
And
must
I'll
you
throw
always
money
make
on the
these
ground,
things
which
so
will make
difficult?
everyone run over to grab all
Really
the
provide
money,
me with recompense,
and I'll just steal
all
from them
shall be
again.
forgiven.
Yeah, that's what I did that a lot.
Net profit, all the money.
It worked pretty well.
Require
Yep.
protection. Else we wouldn't be here.
So this guy right here who's just spat blood, he's our new
How very
BFF.
good.
Oh yeah.
Even though he looks like a bit of a pansy, and I would totally
What shall
recruit
we
the
do
pirate
about our
instead.
guest?
I don't know. The guy tied up looks like he knows at a party.
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgery. Maybe
He kind of looks like Ben Franklin.
put an end to his
Yeah.
mugging.
Something tells me that
Maybe.
like they didn't
I'll
really
take
spend.
his
Oh god.
This guy's strangely erotic, strangely fast.
That escalated really fast.
I can't possibly decide. Take all.
Uh.
No.
Oh no.
Well, he wants his hands, his tongue, and his dick. Sounds like
All
a
in a
fun
nice
night.
little bow.
That sounds like a very
But that
fun
door
night.
has closed.
I feel like this was the sushi of the uncivilized
I
times.
rather think I was.
You take someone's
But
tongue, you
took
put their
advantage
dick
of my
on it,
generosity.
and then you wrap it in their
Be
hand.
made a fool a second time.
I don't even want
I
to
threw up in my
justify
mouth a
that
little
with
bit.
an
You should bear
answer.
witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're.
I guess you. What if you like? If you like deboned the hand, I guess.
I'll have your head.
No. I rather.
This guy's got his knife up this guy's nose.
Just gonna watch that entire thing happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So I whistled at the guards to get
What
their
was that
attention,
noise?
but I bit off more than I could chew,
don't worry,
and
Lee's
I
got this.
aggroed.
Oh.
He's been murdered. I was a fool to whistle twice when I should have only whistled once.
So it's one whistle per guard.
Yep. I would suck if I ever went to a brothel.
Oh god. Yep, that one does that.
And then Charles Lee is just like, yeah, let me get this guy.
He choked a bitch out. Charles!
He walked in my
He
way!
didn't notice it. Charles, why?
And he's just like, oh, I'm a bit pissed off right now.
He just took that to the chest and shrugged it off. What the hell?
I recruit only the best adamantium-skinned men for my war
Who are
campaign.
you?
Ethan Kenway, at your service.
I like how the guy up front just didn't notice me shooting.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church.
It's okay, Ben Franklin.
All will be
We're here to
explained.
help.
Okay. So that's 4 in our posse now, or is it 5, including that one guy with the dapper?
Oh, Mr. Johnson?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, it makes 5 now. Making friends is easy.
Yeah, I can do
Said
it.
no one ever.
I mean, Hatham makes it look easy.
It's true. Yeah, so we got Johnson and Church and Lee plus Kenway and that other dick. That makes
Johnson's
5.
told me what
Yeah.
to do. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
Silas
That
is,
fancy lad is our slaver.
Don't let his
Ugh.
tongue deceive you. A crueler and more
He's an
vicious
intellectual.
you'll never know.
he
He
says,
knows big words.
yeah.
Oh, there's our other
Hosts
guy.
At least 100
Ah.
more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
The slave trade was hella ridiculous, Hatham. Come on, get with
The
the
man's a
times.
I know.
commander in the king's troop.
It's where the real gangsta dollars are at.
Holla holla, get slave dollar.
Plug live?
Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our
Oh, you're getting a 6, buddy?
John Pitcairn's our man.
John Pitcairn. Let's go find a new friend.
Oh, yeah.